In this episode, I'm going to show you how to get your map sheet showing from this to this, basically removing this outside border so that you only have the body of the map left. So once you hear back that your sheet has been uploaded, you're going to come to a website called Mapcraft, and to use it you're going to click on here, Let Me Start Mapping, and you're going to log in. And this uses your OpenStreetMap login, so another window will open up, and if you're already logged in it'll just bring you straight here, otherwise it'll bring you to the OpenStreetMap login page. So just make sure this box is ticked and hit Save Changes, and that will close, and basically the page will refresh and you'll see your username up here. So the list you're looking for in this is this one here, Tracking Progress of Irish Imagery Rectification. Now this may not always be on the front page, but it'll probably be on the front, first, second, possibly third pages. It's a pretty active one, so it's usually in the top 3 pages. But basically you go into this one, it'll open up a new window here behind, and this is what it looks like. So basically you have a small window down here showing you which users currently own which sheets at the moment, or which slices. This is essentially done like slices of a cake. You can even see up here there's some settings and stuff up here. Cake, you can toggle it on and off. Small little chat window in here, and if I zoom in to the sheet that we've been looking at just up here, up Castlereagh, and if I click on it, I'm actually on this one at the moment, so I'll just click yes here. But essentially what you'll see when you click on a cell here, it'll show as owner none. Okay, so you can click this button here to take ownership of that slice if you want, and what you'll see inside in this small little chat window in here, you'll see a link to the map. You'll see a link to MapWarper for this specific map sheet. So if I click onto another one here, you'll see a different link for that sheet, and again a different link for that sheet. So that's essentially how you use Mapcraft. It's what we're using to track the progress. It's what we're using to track the progress and track all of these links as well, simply because we're going to have over 600 odd sheets, so it's the easiest way to keep track of 600 links as well to MapWarper. You need to go to mapwarper.net, create an account there. There'll be a link up in the top right hand corner. It's not showing here because I'm logged in. Once you've created your account, the sheet that you've requested previously, you should have received a link, a MapWarper link to that sheet. And basically once you click on that link, it'll bring you to a page that looks similar to this. So what you're going to do is go to crop, and you'll see your sheet here, and just zoom in a little bit into it, and essentially what you're doing is applying a mask to it. So what you want to do is you want to crop just inside this black border that goes the whole way around, so that you only have the body of the map and you don't have any of that black border, black line, or the outline border on the sheet. So up in the top right hand corner here, you basically have your selection option, basically to allow you to move around, to move the sheet around. Next one is to draw your cropping area. Next option then is to modify it, and the last one is to delete it. So how you actually do this then is, I'll start up here in the top left corner. So I'll click here to start, and I'm going to zoom in, and I'm just going to click just on the inside of that corner there, and it starts off with a line like this, and then I'm going to zoom out, go over a bit and zoom back in. And just click on the inside there. So what you start to see is a polygon shape starting to generate. Unfortunately my connection isn't the best, so if this is a bit jittery I apologize. And you just zoom in and just keep marking the position as you go along. And I'm just going to do the other three corners on this real quick just to show you what it looks like. Finish. So that's the third corner and the fourth corner. Essentially when you're doing your very last point, what you want to do is just double click and it will turn orange. Okay. So once you've that done, you want to click Mask Map. And the rectifier is working there. And essentially within a couple of minutes, what you'll see is the sheet here will show up again without this border, without this outside border on it. Okay, that's completed there. So just create a permalink here. And there we go. The outside border has been removed. Now I'm going to go back and refine that, because I know that it's not accurate the whole way around. One thing to note with these sheets is they're actually made up of 4 individual sheets which have just been placed together on a scanner. So what you'll find is there's actually a join running crossways and lengthways on the sheet. So you may see gaps sometimes. As well as that, the sheet may not have been perfectly flat on the scanner when it's been scanned. So if I zoom in up the top here, you'll see it's not, the line doesn't run perfectly. So to make an adjustment to it, say for example here I'm cutting off a piece of the word Castlereagh. I'm going to click here to allow me to adjust. And what I'm looking for are these nodes here. So you click on it and then you're looking for these nodes which will allow you to adjust it. Basically improve the accuracy of the cropping. Now this is something you only need to do once when you're cropping your sheet, so you're as well off to make sure and get it as accurate as possible. As you're only going to be doing it once, you can take your time and get it pretty accurate going the whole way around. You want to try and keep as much information. See again here, there's a slight gap going down the side here. So because I only placed one at the top and one at the bottom corner, my node for making an adjustment is going to be at the halfway point between the two of those, down, all the way down here. I'm basically going to click and move that so that it will create another one at the halfway point. I'm going to click and move that again so that I get another one here, the halfway point between those. And now I can fine tune it. It's basically just zoom in, wait for it to load. Again, my connection is very slow, so I apologize if this takes a bit longer than it should. And again, just refining it, going down along the edges. Get it as close to that black border as possible without taking in any of the border. I'm just looking for the next node here. There we go. Just click back onto it there again. And I'll fine tune that again all the way around in a minute. But once you're done, simply click on Mask Map again, and it'll just rectify it again based on your adjustments. so it'll give you an improved version of the cropping. So I've just finished going around the edges here, just refining this so that it's correct the whole way around, and just to give you an idea of the amount of adjustments that some of these need, I'll just zoom out here and you'll see the amount of points around this where I had to make an adjustment. Around here, some points, some parts were good, some parts not so good. Okay, so that gives you an idea of kind of adjustments you need to make, but as I said, you only need to do this once, so it's worthwhile spending a bit of time. It only takes 5-10 minutes to do it and to make sure that it's done right, and once you're finished, just hit Unmask Map and that's it, you're done. For more information on mapping townlands in Ireland, go to the OpenStreetMap wiki and search for mapping townlands, and on the search page you will see a link to the main section and also to the Townlands video series. On the Townlands video series section you will find a summary for each episode, links to each individual episode, and also a list of links for any software or websites mentioned in each episode.